All right, Russell had called me and asked me if I would bring in some of my work. So I have always loved to draw. And what brought me to printmaking is the fact that any line that you do in printmaking is enhanced by the technique that you're using. And there's varied techniques. So I brought some of the work, because I originally came from a painting background, and I decided to, when I started my earlier work, it had that painterly quality. So it started to pare down when I got to Carrier Pigeon, and I was working on completely different subject matter. So I just wanted to show you this first. And this is all etching. This is 3-plate etching with a little mono printing in it, and this is just 1 plate. The paper was made in Australia, given to me by a friend. Oh yeah, oh nice. Yeah, okay, all right. As you can see, I was very influenced by the abstract expressionist movement. That was the 40s, 50s, 60s, and for me still. This has all been etching. This is also etching, and it's a woman ascending from water. So when you're drawing, the nice thing about drawing is you can use so many different materials. In this case, it was brushwork, splattered water, pens, pencils, crayons, or anything you can invent also to create your image.
Beautiful.
And then again, the line is just, you know, the most beautiful thing about drawing is the line, and it can be enhanced. It just makes it even just more beautiful and sensual. I started to work on lithography. This was all etching, and I was able to transfer a drawing from life study to a stone or a plate, a lithography plate. And I was working with a good friend of mine, Debraj.og. If any of you ever want to get into lithography or printmaking, he's at the Robert Blackburn Printmaking Workshop if you would like to ask him to help. And we just started doing figures. And I love the simplicity of it. Then we both thought, why don't we add a little color? So whenever you see color with an image, it usually indicates a second or a third plate. This we were able to do with just basically 2 plates, because Debraj is a little genius. So we did the pink body on 1 plate, and this is lithography, and then we did all the other objects on another plate, rolled them up individually, and then we would addition that image to usually about 20. In exploring the line, I got very involved with scouring pads and steel wool pads, Brillo pads, because you could have so much fun with the line, and it always looks so cool, you know. So now this is SOS and steel wool, and Debraj mixed up a silver white ink, and we decided we'd try it on black. In the Carrier Pigeon, they're black on white. But we thought it would really bring out the line. And you can see how delicate all those lines are. But then he had suggested also to use chincolle over the work.
What?
Chincolle. Now chincolle is usually a grass paper from Japan. It's a very, very fine, transparent or translucent paper that you use to glue on your plate before you put it through the press. So now you have your plate, you put your chincolle over that, you put your paper over that, put it through the press, and you get something like this. It's cool, right? what I started to do after making many scouring pads, Brillo pads, so I just started to fragment them. Because after they're used for a while, this is what happens. They start to just fray. So now you have all of these very thin lines, little pieces of wire all over the place. So I just incorporated some bees and some spiders, and just to make it a little more, interesting. And they get thinner and thinner. And then we try to do it with black again. And these are all different images. And the final one, as part of this series to this date, was this that I did this afternoon, just before I got here. And I have this one. So this is lithography. So all the black lines are lithography on stone. So you can do lithography on clay or stone. This is on stone. And then I added the colored lines. So, and they're just going to, eventually the image will just disappear with fewer and fewer lines. And that's it.